Hey, it's CeeCee Strong with Code 3 Conversations, and I would like to invite you into an even deeper discussion, the think tank. The Code 3 Conversation think tank is where people who have joined, listened in, shared with the Code 3 Conversations, but they're now interested in speaking about things that are a little deeper. Join in and share your ideas. Bring things that can actually be topics for Code 3 conversations. Hey, we started with comments from the public, and I noticed that more community members had things to share than law enforcement officers. It was actually a little heartbreaking, to be honest with you, because we're kind of a reserved body of people. And for good reason. Not everybody likes law enforcement officers. Let's just be real. They love firemen, and we always have that healthy banter with firefighters. However, sometimes we stay hidden for a reason, for protection for our family, for the idea that not everybody likes what we do. But on the other side of that coin, community members are hidden as well. Their lives are disrupted at times by officers who don't want to do the job the right way. Wow, tongue twister for sure. Hmm. 30 years in law enforcement, and honestly, I enjoyed helping people. I enjoyed being a sounding board, and most importantly, I loved to create pilot programs that would help make things better. Sadly enough, a lot of times it wasn't embraced. Hey, this is the job. We're just here to do it. Punch a clock and go home. And shame on those who do the job in a negative way. There's no excuse for it. And even though people will push back and they won't like what I'm saying right now, it needs to be said. The only way to better is starting with a conversation. I would like to actually have those conversations with you. The Code 3 conversations, you don't have to be on the panel. You can stay totally in the background and watch. I say bring some popcorn, something to drink, because I'm going to always have something nearby for me to take a sip, a refresher, a reflective thought as someone else is speaking. It is not a formality, it is simply people communicating. I'm inviting you also to the think tank. The think tank is where we get in a little bit deeper. And I'll also be sharing parts of my story, the reason that I got to the Code 3 conversations in the first place. This is not my first time speaking out about these type of things, but usually it was internally. Because my belief is that we were complaining and shouting at each other outside, community against law enforcement, and back and forth, but we weren't making the fixes internally that we needed to make. I spoke out and it wasn't popular. Well before the big crash of my career, I was always trying to help someone else who was going through some struggle. After fighting a big Goliath and having a successful arbitration win, it's a start in the direction of restoring all the damage to my health, to the way that I started feeling about law enforcement overall, and to the damage that was done to my career, trying to mar my character. Character matters, and I was able to hold on to that throughout all of this ordeal. It was painful. And for a while, I was spiraling out, wondering what in the world did I do to deserve any of this? Hmm. I found those answers, and I knew that a lot of it was from a grudge many years ago. Also, the fact that my husband was bold enough to step out and decide to run for the top seat as sheriff. His campaign was a great one, and he did very, very well. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm a little biased because I get to see this guy every day. And I know his intellect. I know what he brings to the table. And I know all of the experiences that he's had throughout his career for agencies. And he has been able to lend a plethora of knowledge at every assignment that he has been given, from youth programs all the way down to working gangs and some of the tough spots that he's held. I've been able to witness that firsthand for about 20 of those 32 years. And it's been amazing. These are the Code 3 conversations that people are not having. You won't find this anywhere else because it takes a whole lot to step out and say, hey, I am a Black woman. I am from the community. and I am law enforcement. And honestly, on both sides, I take those punches. From being a sellout, I've often heard, trying to be part of the solution, and also being questioned about everything that I do while in uniform internally. It's kind of that I don't fit what is the common law enforcement officer. But the idea for me was never to be able to fit into any one thing as I'm an individual. My ultimate goal is to help make things better. And if anyone really and truly knows me, they know that I'm that way in my personal life for friendships and relationships, and also at work. I was the queen of pilot projects. Let's give it a shot to see what actually can come of change. Let's try it. And I'm here to say that 98% of those pilot projects netted huge wins. So, again, I invite you to Code 3 Conversations. And those of you who have already joined us, I thank you. And I say, take it a step further. Next month, September 10th and 24th, we will be doing think tank sessions. You can be a part of those. Check it out. I'll leave the link down below so that you can become part of this community. The Code 3 Conversations is free, and I look forward to meeting you. Come and join us.